Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I was gonna do a workshop flow video, but knowing how much it slows me down when I do a video, probably it's gonna be just one item. Might even do what's next in the queue, which is a PS5, so I might do another video on it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's fix some things and make some money. Okay, we've got an Xbox Series X here that came in for a HDMI port repair. The thing is, the customer said this hasn't been cleaned in 6 years since they had it. So let's see what surprises are waiting for us inside. Okay, let's take it apart. Look at that dust. That's just what we can see from the outside. Okay, that fan probably had a bit of a hoovering from the outside. Anyway, let's get inside and see what we can do with this. All right. Okay, this is. You have to see this before. I don't know if you can see them. There's some big dust bunnies that are rolling inside. Let me take the cover off and I'll show you. All right, are you ready for this? I didn't pull the cover off yet. I just took the screws out. Okay, there's a bit here. All right. Let's have a look inside. Let's see where them big dust bunnies are. Oh my god. Look at that. And this is just what we can shake out of it. There's some more we can just pick up. Alright, let's stop messing about and let's hover this. I'm gonna mute the mic. I think we should send this to the best technician that ever lived. He's collecting all this stuff. I don't think he's got a bag big enough for this. Anyway, let's carry on with this. Okay, we're nearly there. We're taking the heatsink off because we want this board off to help with the heat transfer. Also, we need to check the thermal paste on it. I'm sure it needs replacing. We're going to replace it anyway. But let's take this clamp off. Okay, that's off. And we've got the board off. And yes, that's as dry as don't know if you can see it. Let's switch to the microscope. Maybe I should have focused on before that. Yeah, look how dry that is. Okay, no problem. We're gonna clean it all out and replace it. I'm using a plastic spudger to clean, make sure we don't scratch this unnecessarily. Trying to keep the copper surface as smooth as possible. Okay, let's clean it up with a bit of alcohol. Alright, and a bit more. And this side is done. Let's put it to the side and clean this as well as we can. Again, we don't want to be rough around here, we just clean. I'd rather have a bit of thermal paste left around here than rip some of them components off. But yeah, we'll do a bit of mechanical removal before we get the alcohol on. Might not come across in the video, but I'm being very gentle with that spudger going around here. Yeah, be very careful, because you don't want to rip any of them components off. I'm gonna hoover it in a minute and see what we can do with the rest. Right, we're getting there. Right, let's clean the top of this. Okay, that's as clean as we're gonna get it. Is the dye that needs to be clean, not the rest. But yeah, we cleaned it up enough. Okay, let's have a look at the HDMI port. Pins look okay here. And none of them to be moving. Let's see inside if we can. we can see some damage there. No problem. Let's remove this port and replace it, and that should be it with this one, hopefully. I plugged it in before testing it. It was turning on, but that was as far as I went with the testing. And once we get the picture, we can see if it's I don't know if it was overheating before. I'm sure it was, with all that stuff inside. But yeah, let's take care of this. I use a bit of this liquid flux just to help with the desoldering. Okay, and before, let me turn, I think, off first the hot air station. And before anybody goes, let's remove that. Okay, I'm using this nozzle when I remove from underneath, and I know some people are thinking, why doesn't he remove the nozzle? And that's the reason why. The head on my hot air station, this is how it's terminated. So it's not an open, a big open heating area. It's got one of them turbo things on the end of it. So basically the opening is as big as my nozzle, and this nozzle helped me get the angle better on it. So hope that makes it clear. Okay, let's turn it on now and do the removal. And if you're wondering what hot air station I'm using, let's quickly switch to the hand camera. That's the quick, I think it's TR 1300A or something like that. I had it for years. I can't remember exactly the name of it. Never had any problem with it. It's all working perfect. So there you go. Okay. Okay, let's clean this up. Make some leaded soldering. That low melt, we need to clean up the low melt as good as we can. We don't want to leave any of that in there. Clean this bit so the new port will stay flat. Come on. There we go, that's clean enough. Let's try to get rid of this glue bit as well. Maybe we'll heat it up a bit. Okay. Right, let's get the new port. Okay, nice new port in. Let's take it out of the packaging. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna solder each pin, because as much as people think that dropping metal is quicker, sometimes, you know, is most of us technicians suffer of a bit of a OCD, so we still go over the pins with a solder iron and all that after, so we might as well do it straight from the beginning. Let's position this nicely. Okay, still have a short there. What's going on? Okay, I guess we need to keep it flat a bit, because otherwise the solder is running at the back of the This is a new tip I'm using. This is the first time I'm doing a HDMI with this new tip, so that's why I was trying the drag method and all that, but yeah, I have to do a bit more soldering with this to get used to it. Okay, maybe get rid of the alcohol first. Now I'm starting to wish I'd done the drop-in method. Okay, let's test it now. We're going to measure before we put more alcohol on. There you go, no more short. Yep, sorted. No problem, let's clean it up. Okay, that's all good. Let's get to the back of the port and let's sort this bit out. I'm gonna stick something underneath to keep it pressed in. Maybe clean it up a bit, all that burnt flux. Let's get a nice bigger tip on. Okay. Again, maybe I should have dried the alcohol first. Just trust my soldering irons too much. I know there's people there. I saw Paul S., the guy that used to work for Louis Roseman, on a video saying that there's no soldering iron that can do this without the aid of a hot air station. Let's try to prove him wrong that my Metcals can do that. And this is a small tip. I've got bigger tips as well, but this is a small tip. Let's see if it goes all the way to the other side. But you can see the board hasn't been preheated or anything. The flux stays white on it. Let's clean this a bit. Let's have a look at the other side if the solder's gone through already. Okay, look at that, it's gone through all the way to the other side. Yeah. Maybe we add a bit more solder and we're done. And I think Paul S. should buy some Metcal soldering station. It will help him. Help him not have to use the hot air station. Again, the alcohol. I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? Alright, checking the other side one more time. Got that all gone through, nice and clean. Oh, we can brush this side a bit. Yeah, as you can see, the solder's gone all the way through. No need for the hot air when you use a metal solder iron with the right tip. Not that it's a huge problem that you have to help it with a hot air, but okay. Okay, let's clean that bit up, and we're gonna do it one more time. I need to clean that bit of solder. There we go. Just trying to make this nice and shiny, like people expect on YouTube, to be nice and round, dome shaped. Yeah. There you go. Are we good? Yes, there you go. Beauty. This one's still not dome shaped. Oh man. The more I'm rushing, because I'm dragging on this bloody thing, the more I'm rushing. Last time I'm trying to make a nice dome without the hot air. If this doesn't work, declare Paul as a winner. Well, I'll get that saved me. Okay, enough messing about. Let's put this back together. Clean up everything. Let's put it all back together and we test it. Okay, I'm gonna put it all back together, then we'll have a look, see if it works. Okay, the resolution looked a bit funny, and it was on very low resolution, so we switched to 4K. All right, daisy cut. All right, that's 4K now, so we're happy enough. Okay, I guess we're calling this a win. Another happy customer. I'm gonna put it all back together, get it ready, invoice the customer, and have it picked up. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.